I love Hispanic people. I came back and I married a Mexican girl. It's part of my love for the culture and the people. Wow, there's so much to say. I'd probably say that the most important thing you need to know about the Hispanic people is they love to hug and they love to kiss. Obviously, on your mission, those are two things that become a big no-no unless it's of the same sex, but it never is. Those old Hispanic ladies, they love to hug the elders. They love to kiss them and feed them, and you do everything for them. It's going to happen. Just don't disrespect them. That's probably the most important thing. Hispanic people are... sometimes it can be very touchy-feely, especially things about their culture, like the basil, for example. It's better to just go with it than to upset the entire ward. Of course, obviously, it's a very fine line. Keep the rules of the White Handbook. Be a real missionary. Be a true disciple of Jesus Christ. But do your best as well to respect the people and their cultural things that they do. Another very important thing when it comes to culture is the food. You eat what they put in front of you. End of the story. Not doing so, you could offend so many people. These people give up everything sometimes to feed the missionaries. These are people who came to America looking for something better than what they had, and sometimes they find what they find worse. So many times on my mission, we would go to a member's home. We were invited to share dinner or a meal with them, and you would know in your heart that they'd saved up months to buy that meal, and they would perhaps go hungry or really skimp on their meals for the next few weeks or couple of months because of how much they gave to you. And it breaks your heart. Do not turn them down with things like that. These people, they see and they know and they understand the blessings that come from doing the Lord's work, and they want to be a part of it. They want to serve the missionaries. They want to do everything that they can to make sure that they're provided for. And the Lord blesses them for their sacrifices. It was so hard for me. I've never been good at accepting things from anybody. But don't frustrate them in their efforts to give to the Lord and to His work. Sorry. The people there are really special, the Hispanic people. They love the Lord and they love His missionaries. Do everything you can to serve them. Go a little bit out of your way. Give up maybe a little bit of your time on P-Day. For your morning exercise, go help weed someone's garden, something like that. There are efforts and sacrifices you can make to pay back the people. So many times on my mission, I hated going to dinners because I knew how much they were giving up to feed us. And sometimes they'd invite the whole district, 8 missionaries, elders and sisters, to go eat. And you knew that they were giving up quite a bit, but I've never seen so many miracles before in my life, so many blessings than I did amongst the Hispanic people who sacrificed so much to serve the servants of the Lord, to serve you and what you'll be doing. Respect them. Treat them as children of God. They might be different from you. They might have different colored skin. My wife is 20 times darker than I am. But they're special spirits. They're people who really believe in the Lord. And they're so willing to help out with the missionary work. If you train them, if you teach them, if you bring them along, if you love them, you show them compassion, you truly develop Christ-like love for them, they will become your greatest asset as a missionary. Because soon 2 missionaries become 3, then 4, then 20. Then you have an entire ward involved in doing the work of the Lord. And that's so much more than what 2 elders can do on their own. Soon you're teaching more lessons than you think you have time for in a week. And you're doing it in a day. Somehow it all works out. That being said, I love, of course, all of the cultures, all of the people there in Las Vegas. I had a chance to serve at the Polynesian Companion. I'm sorry to say that it was a harder part of my mission, and therefore I did not, we didn't get along as well as I would have hoped. We've since become good friends, but he really taught me a lot about loving others despite differences, despite things that we might consider strange or not normal. He really taught me a lot about love, and it's all about love on the mission. The American members of the church, fantastic people as well, and you'll have to use different strategies, different lessons, different plans with them to get them involved in the work. These are people who spend most of their time at work, a career, raising money for the family, but these are people as well who could benefit greatly from the blessings of doing the Lord's work. The people in Las Vegas have changed my life forever. I still stay in touch with a lot of them. One of my best friends I ever is the CEO of the food bank in Las Vegas. If you ever get a chance, go tour the food bank. It's called 3 Square. His name is Brian Burton. He's not a member yet. I'm still working on him. Been working on him for the past 3 years now. Or I say 3 years, but it's really been shorter than that, probably about 2 years now. He's a great man. You'll meet people like that in your mission who probably won't get baptized during your time there, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be friends with them. That doesn't mean you shouldn't love them and treat them all the same. They're still children of God, and I hope and pray someday that he'll accept the message of the missionaries, and I'm sure he will.